Words never been spoken.
Yeah, fucking. I get what they were doing. Is like the Undertaker deals with death, and like if you take drugs, you will die. So I
The
kind of
Undertaker doesn't want you to rest in peace. It's not
yeah
time yet.
yeah. It might put him out of business, but like you know, he doesn't want you to die. He still has compassion in his dark heart.
After he
Oh,
became a good guy.
yeah. Before he put that fucking American flag stuff, the colonial flag inside of his trench coat. Uh, oh my god, guys, we are doing a rewind. In the getting some color. I don't even know if we call we don't put this on podcast services. More like stream. This is just wrestling talk. So getting
Mhm.
some color wrestling talk, where we review retro stuff because modern stuff is stupid, but not recently. For
Not
one,
all the time.
yeah. So
Uh,
I'll let you lead into this.
all right, so like one of the big things everybody's been talking about lately is the AAA did their recent event like a week or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't remember the name of it because I'm not used to like what they named their shows.
Yeah, I don't know
But
the name either.
the big match was the El Grande Americanos mask versus mask match. And that whole feud had been built up like over the course of a year, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Starting with Chad Gable going down there by himself, like just being El Grande Americano. And then Ludwig Kaiser shows up, and he's another El Grande Americano. It turned into this kind of silly story about how there's multiple ones.
Yeah, and then
But
it turned serious because like Ludwig is over with Mexico fans.
apparently, he just made an effort to, like, I don't know, learn about their culture or something. I'm sure he had like his onboard must be his girlfriend
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
must have helped or something somehow. uh, but yeah, the Ludwig Kaiser version of El Grande Americano became a huge baby face in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Like huge. Like he's arguably the biggest baby face in the promotion now.
Yeah, he just got off of an assault charge, I believe in Florida or whatever, and
Yeah.
he went to Mexico and like he had the whole fucking fans behind him as he was walking to the ring. I was like, "What is happening?" Because like this shit doesn't happen in America, dude. Like,
I don't know that that really had anything to do with it because like from everything I've heard about him being down there, they just love that guy. Is there?
yeah, I mean, he was emotional after it because he was like almost crying when he had the people behind him, and I that's more on his side. I guarantee they don't give a shit. They're like, this guy's fucking awesome.
They
He's
just love him.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because he's like he was probably afraid. He's like, oh my god, did I just fuck up and ruin this whole angle? This is gonna
Hmm.
be like the biggest moment in my career. Did I fuck this up? I get it. Yeah, he's probably pretty tore up about that.
Yeah.
Uh, luckily, his buddy Gunter bailed him out of jail. He paid his bail. That shit was funny. What a bro.
I'm sure there's gonna be some type of settlement where the TKO lawyers maybe might help. Who knows? But yeah,
Yeah, we'll see.
this was like a good bloodied fucking match. And what I mean by bloody, I'm not meaning like AEW where they purposely like fucking jizz all over barbed wire and stuff. No, this was hard hitting like shit, dude. Like they put on a fucking like I'm gonna use like big fucking analogies that are gonna be stupid, but almost like Iron Man match type of stuff going on. Like maybe like uh I'm trying to use like maybe Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels type of rival a little bit.
To me, it kind of just felt like almost like a modern spin on like an old style wrestling match where they're having the blow off, and
Hmm.
it's like it's a big moment in the feud because that's what they didn't like. That was one of the key things in that match. Actually, was like they didn't really bust each other open with weapons. It was that they busted each other open just from hitting each other so hard.
Hmm.
Because what they were just punching each other, and there was like the spots like how Chad Americano busted open Ludwig Americano. It was like he started pulling out his mask and he started like punching him in the head, but he was doing it in a very specific way. Like he was like looking for his eyebrow and he was like trying to bust his eyebrow open and shit. I'm not saying he hard weighed him because I don't think either of them hard weighed.
No.
But it looked like I'm looking for an opening and I'm punching this guy in his fucking eye, kind of shit, like that stuff. But and Ludwig did it back to him when he got his chance to. So
yeah,
and he did the same thing. He fucked his mask up and did the same exact way he busted him open.
A lot of psychology.
You had double juice, as they used to say. Blow off match. That's what it was, and it was mask versus mask. And in Mexico, that's like humongous. It's funny because like I guess we're in America. I was looking at the comments in the YouTube video for it. There were so many American fans that were like, I had no idea mask versus mask was such a big deal. And you had Mexican fans who could speak English or it was just auto-translated saying like, well, yeah, you don't know anything about Lucha Libre, I guess. Like, this is normal for them. Like, how it was like this big presentation. It was like this big, huge moment.
Yeah.
For, like, the character, like, in kayfabe and shit, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of honor by, like, the luchador mask and stuff. Like, there was a big thing with Rey Mysterio because Rey Mysterio gets unmasked stupidly in WCW. And then like he had to get his honor back, like his title, Rey Mysterio.
I don't even think that they did it like that. I don't really remember it that well because that was really when I fell off from watching them. Like I saw it happen, but that I was like almost completely tuned out of WCW at that point. But it's like I think that's people's frame of reference for that, like for American fans. Is like, oh, mask versus mask is just, it sucks if the luchador loses and he just loses his mask and it's not that big of a deal. Like, that's what they're used to. So,
I mean, if you tell like an American story, like I guarantee if they book it right and they tell a story correctly, like, oh, this mask means everything to me. It's my culture, it's my family. And then like he loses and he like loses the mask, like it could probably pay off. If the wrestler is like a Rey Mysterio, I would have said like maybe Penta, but like all that shit's kind of like sliding down now. He's like getting in that lull area when it comes to American wrestling. It's like he's just with the Latino group, as they always put him in the main roster.
I guess, isn't he the Intercontinental Champion again? I thought he got it back.
He got it back, but here's the thing, like. Those titles, they, like once they get on it, it's just like it feels like it's meaningless. Like I was listening to the Dusty Road promos and all that stuff, and he fucking sold me on that TV title. I was like, holy shit, I want the fucking TV title because he made it seem more prestigious when he did his promos.
They booked it weird, but like they're booking a lot of people weird right now. That kind of segues into the little thing I want to talk about. Where it's like apparently they don't know what to do with Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan right now. I'm like, how do you not fucking know what to do with them? They're like two of your best people. Like what?
It's like they like got cold feet by like trying to split them up, kind of, because there was like this portion where Dominic was gonna kind of go face a little bit, and then it like turned back into Liv coming back, and then they paired him again. But like you don't know what you're doing. Stop. Like then stop putting them together or something like that. What are you doing?
Know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of when we used to read stories about like when Vince was still there, and it was like 10-ish, 10, 15 years ago, and people go like, creative has nothing for them. They don't know what to do. What the fuck? Like, so we're back to that. We've reverted all the way back to that now. And just, but it's like in Dominic's case, I don't know what the reasoning was where they didn't know what to do with him apparently. But with Liv, it's different. Apparently they intended for her to keep feuding with Stephanie Vicaire, but Stephanie got injured after WrestleMania. So, but what had, instead of like trying to think of something else to do with her, they just were like, I don't know, we're just gonna wait. What?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I try to like get in with the stuff, like what's going on in the storylines, and I'm just like, you could tell they're grasping at straws and they're trying to see what will stick on the wall. Like they
They're
brought back.
using AI booking. I'm just kidding. That's like a joke right now, but like, who knows?
They brought back Roman and they're doing this whole bloodline thing, and I gotta be honest with you, like I am so done with the bloodline. It seems like when Roman went away, and it kind of makes me think when remember when he made that comment like nobody's stepping up and all that stuff. He kind of like buried the business before he came back to WrestleMania.
Maybe he had a point.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like they brought him back, and now he's holding the second place title because that's how I always look at it is the second place title.
He's not now. It's the title.
Oh, it is the title?
Well, because he has it. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. That's stupid. But like Jay, the Usos, dude, like Jay Uso was like, and I'm not saying they should push him or anything because obviously it didn't work. Whatever they did, it didn't work. And now they're back to being like Roman's lackeys again. It's just like, it's the same shit. And now they have like LA Knight like meddling with them a little bit. I'm like, what's going to happen? Is LA Knight going to be the new Sami Zayn? Is he going to say?
No, I like that. He's actually antagonizing them though.
Mm.
I've seen it though. Like he's like accusing Bad Pierce of like fucking buddying up with the bloodline shit. He's like, what are you doing? And he like raises his arm up to like do the finger thing. What's that? What are you doing? He's getting pissed off at him and shit. That stuff was pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, is CM Punk hurt?
No, I think he's just like, he just has like a little off period, you know, because he's like older and he's earned that kind of that part-time status, I guess.
Yeah, no,
it looks like he's getting in good shape though.
Oh, the roids and stuff.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I don't care. I've made that stance very clear over the years. I don't give a fuck if you're on steroids or not.
Yeah, I mean, unless you like go crazy and kill your whole family, like
that was something else, probably.
Yeah, that was something else. But like, steroids is probably linked to it somehow at roid rage.
But they have these like things now that aren't steroids. Like they're not steroids, but they'll help you. Like TRT or some bullshit, some other things like that. I don't know. I don't care. Even the Ryback, who used to hate CM Punk, was coming to his defense and saying like, he's probably just doing something right. He's dialed in and he's got it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks happy. He looks good. Fucking the Ryback of all people is normal now. It's crazy.
You know what's funny? Like I remember when Punk left the company in 2014, and like he did that podcast and he like talked about Ryback and stuff. He's like, "You're either stupid or." I
saw that clip. Yeah, I saw that clip recently where like that spot with the table where he's like, "You're gonna throw me on the table," and he missed.
Yeah,
he's like, "You either missed on purpose or you're a dumb fuck. Which one? Or you're dumb as fuck. Which one was it?" He goes, "I'm dumb as fuck." It's literally what he said to him.
I can see him totally saying that. That's what's funny.
Oh God,
be more. But yeah, a little snippet that I found out. Taker's been booking AAA.
Yeah, I guess he's been doing that for a couple months now, and that's cool. And it makes me go like, maybe you guys should get Undertaker and help book WWE a little bit.
It always boggles my mind where like when NXT wasn't like regulated a lot by the higher ups and stuff. Like people were like, "Oh shit, NXT is better than the main roster." Mm-hmm. Now it's like, I won't say fully AAA is better than the main roster stuff because like there's other shit that I just don't give a fuck about in AAA. But I like the infusion of like the WWE wrestlers that are not being used, like Amos and Dominic Mysterio at times. You have Ludwig, you have Chad Gable. Like that shit.
Vice is doing stuff down there. Yeah,
like that shit's interesting. All the stuff that it feels like they're trying to make a name for themselves and actually trying to compete, while the main roster stuff is like they're playing out a role, if that makes any sense. Like it's a TV show, which I shouldn't be looking at as a TV show. I should be looking at it as a fight or an event, like AAA does.
That's how we should look at it, but that's how a lot of fans look at it now. They look at wrestling like it's TV shows. Remember that conversation we had where it's like people talk about like wrestlers like they're TV show characters, and that's how they treat them now, and it's like weird. I don't know. It's strange.
Yeah.
But the match is great. You can find it on YouTube. It's not some huge pain in the ass to do. It's officially released on YouTube. You can watch that whole AAA event on YouTube if you want, but they've recently released the whole match in its entirety on there. And check it out. It's one of the best matches I've seen in a long time. Like, I think the last time I saw a match that good, I think I said it was like the WrestleMania 40 main event. It's, I don't know. I liked it better than that, to be honest with you. So
yeah, that's why I made the comment in the chat, and I agree with you a little bit. Like, oh, people will remember that like CM Punk and Roman Reigns was the best part of the WrestleMania night. But
it's
when
like weird. It's like infamous. Like it's gonna be a mark on the show.
Yeah, but when you look at the matches in a vacuum, like I think people will remember. Wrestling fans will remember the Mask versus the Mask over Mania, because number one, a lot of people didn't watch fucking Mania because of all the bullshit that's going on with ESPN and TKO.
That shit sucks.
And two is just like, it was just, there was more passion. There was more. It wasn't artsy fartsy like an AEW match or like a young wrestlers match. It was like fucking pounding flesh. At
the fucking Mexican fans are different. They're more like what I'm gonna call what regular wrestling fans should be. They're in like to the point where it's like they're cheering for the babyface. They fucking love him. Like he was like Ludwig was out there like embracing fans and shit, and like this teenage fucking boy was like almost crying. It was crazy. It was fucking awesome. And and they were booing Gable. And he was the heel and shit. It wasn't this like that shit I was talking about the other day where it just people just cheer everything now. Because I don't know why. It's like fucking weird and I don't understand it. It's like, well, yeah, Braun Breaker killed Seth. He's the babyface. He fucking killed him. Yeah. Like it's what?
Yeah. What I really want to give flowers to is Chad Gable, because even when he lost, he did the whole respect thing of handing his mask to Ludwig. But he was still mad that he lost. He didn't shake hands. He just fucking gave the mask, like forcefully gave it to him. And
this is yours now.
Yeah, and he took his family and left. Gives you the room to book a match without his mask, because he could be a bitter person at this point. And you could also play off of getting his mask back in some fashion, or maybe having a new persona with a mask or whatever. So like that's what wrestlers also need to do. They need to stop doing like breaking character too much. They need to stop which is funny at times, like when you have fucking Sami saying you're not very oozy enough. Like I'm not gonna be like, oh fuck, this sucks. I'll laugh. But when every time I see Jey Uso, he's always breaking character because he's laughing at shit. Even
most
Solo,
Usos are bad at that. Yeah.
Even Solo, like R-Truth had a segment with Solo, and he fucking barely could keep his composure.
To be fair, it's R-Truth. He breaks fucking everybody.
Yeah.
He breaks Brock Lesnar. Like, come on.
Yeah. But like, you got to put some serious in it. And this may be me coming after watching some Dusty Rhodes shit, but man, Dusty Rhodes fucking losing the title against Ric Flair and fucking upping his ante to get back into the main event and make a name for himself is fucking amazing. Nobody does that anymore. They go, oh, I lost my match. All right, what's my next match? That's how it feels every time. You know?
Usually it does. I mean, some people don't let it be that way. Like, I think CM Punk does a good job of trying to make things serious in everything that he does. A lot of the main event guys do. And some of that's just because, well, it's the main event. And some of that's the booking, I think. It's because of the way that they present everything.
Yeah.
So a lot of the undercard shit's not presented well.
Yeah. Maybe TKO will bring Undertaker, and I don't know. Maybe they might reprimand Triple H. I don't know, to fucking ring work or whatever. Put the ring together.
We still don't really know what that's like either. Like what the real situation is. Everybody's like pretty quick to be like, he fucking sucks now. He's brain dead. But it's like we honestly don't really know what the booking situation is really like.
A lot of it could be TKO just fucking butting in and being like, "Oh, you need Jelly Roll in there. Oh, you need Pat McAfee in there."
The only thing that we are sure of is that there's more of that happening. So,
yeah.
But that's modern wrestling talk, I guess.
Yeah, we went a little bit too much because we got to get a little ranty at times. But let's go back in the past, 1996, Queens Boulevard. Now, if you don't know where Queens Boulevard is, it's in Queens. It's one of the 5 boroughs in New York City, and that is kind of like a, not the Times Square of Queens, but like a downtown type of Queens. Like if you need to go to a store, you go to Queens Boulevard, pretty much.
Where did you live at there? I forgot.
Oh, I lived everywhere. I lived in Astoria, Queens. So I was in the Queens area, so that's why I know a lot about Queens Boulevard. And then I moved out in the Long Island, which is like the rural area, which is funny because they brought up Long Island in one of the episodes where it kind of looks like they were at Brookhaven Lab behind the fucking warehouses doing a segment.
They probably were, I guess.
Yeah.
It was like in the morning or some shit where they were doing it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at Queens, a Massacre on Queens Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
And they start off, you know how ECW is, they don't really fuck around that much except for when they do.
Yeah.
Like the JT Smith's out there, and he's with this little guy named Damian Stone. And I was like, wait a minute, I remember him.
Mm.
And then he's like, this is my cousin. This is Lil Guido. It's like, it's Nunzio.
Yep.
I think we saw him a couple times as Damian Stone. It was a while ago now.
Yeah.
But he's back now. And he has like this slick back mullet, almost a mullet kind of thing he's doing now. But the Dudleys come out and they're doing like their Dudley shit, you know?
Yeah.
And Bubba Ray's gonna introduce himself, do his buh shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then a black man appears. And I'm just, he's dressed in the tie-dye shit, but it's Devon.
Yeah.
It's Devon. He grabs a mic and he starts fucking cussing everybody out. And he's dropping F-bombs. And he's like, he's literally going like, everybody knows your fucking name. And he's like shoving him. He's like, you're fucking Bubba Ray Dudley. I'm fucking Devon Dudley. And then he does the 3 commandments, the thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not fuck with the Dudleys. So I guess in the ECWs they fuck with the Dudleys. And he just they glommed both guys.
Mm-hmm.
And Devon hits Guido in the side of the head and the match just starts.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a tag match with Bubba Ray and Devon with Lil Guido and JT Smith.
So this is the origin of Bubba and Devon.
Yeah,
right?
And it's interesting because when I heard about how Devon comes in and how he's the only serious Dudley, I guess besides might argue Big Dick Dudley was serious, but he just seems like a big almost
got a big dick,
borderline retard guy almost. I don't know.
Yeah,
He'd get mad and hit people.
He's a big retard and he has a big dick. Big Dick Dudley.
But Devon was his whole deal is he comes in, he makes everything more serious, and eventually they kind of transition into the Dudleys we know.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny to me because when they go to WWE, it's kind of like that role with them almost switches a little bit, like the dynamic between them.
Yeah.
Not that Devon wasn't serious, but it seemed like Bubba Ray was always way more serious than him in WWE. I don't know why.
Well, they kind of switch it up. I mean, they always played around with the stuttering of Bubba, like when he first.
Yeah, at first they were playing with it, but they dropped it pretty quick. I think because Vince didn't like it.
Yeah.
Which that was probably the right call. I think like that was another time where Vince was right about something.
My favorite Bubba Ray Dudley is always gonna be when he fucking puts Mae Young through the fucking table and he just fucking has that blank stare.
He has the trance.
Yeah.
But this isn't really a match. He just beat the fuck out of those guys.
Yeah. They beat the non-Italian and Italian up.
JT Smith could be Italian.
He could be Sicilian, I guess.
He said he's from Sicily.
Oh yeah, there you go. Little joke. Me and my friends, because I'm part Sicilian, and when I used to live in New York City, obviously it wasn't all white people like how it is in like the rural area. They'd be like, "Hey Joe, where you from? Like, what's your heritage?" I'd be like, "Oh, I'm Irish," and they're like, "Oh, that's not that's not black enough." And then they would be like, "What's the other half?" They're like, "I'm Italian." He's like, "Well, yeah, what part?" It's Sicilian. He's like, "Oh, there's some black in you," and I'm like, "Okay."
What's your Raheem? What's your name?
Joseph Jamiroquai.
There it is. Yeah. At one point, like Bubba's gonna hit the referee for some reason with a chair. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But Devon stops him, and he tells Bubba to hold him. And then Devon hits the referee in the head with the chair while Bubba's holding him. Like, why did the? And that just the match ends. He gets DQ'd because of that.
ECW has DQs.
I guess when they purposefully kill the referee, that seems to be the only time it happens.
Okay, at least it's like I guess the continuity is still in there. I guess
it happens another time, like within the stuff that we watched. So yeah, I guess killing the referee causes a DQ.
Did you like when Devon fucking lost his voice? Like
he was shouting some more, and he was like, "It's like his voice was just shot after that first promo."
He must have been really. He must have been really into it because like that fucking place was loud for like a gymnasium or wherever they were.
Freedom Hall is what they said. You familiar with that building?
No, it's probably one of like the like town halls type of shit going on, like where they have like dinners in like for City Hall or whatever, something like that.
I was thinking it was that, or it was like one of those old armories or something that they converted into like a gym and shit.
Probably,
for like little events. Probably it was my guess.
It's probably like a YMCA or whatever, as well.
Yeah, but that was it. It was a squash, I guess.
I guess an angle because it like showed Devon.
It was something.
Yeah.
It just wasn't a match.
That's ECW in a nutshell. It's something. Sometimes there's some gems in there, but most of it's something.
That's right. Then they go into doing their Dudley shit after the match. They also beat up the referee for like a really long time.
That's why I got annoyed in the messenger. I was like, why is this taking so fucking long?
I agree with you. I thought it was too long. I was like, I get it because I timed it too. It went on for like almost 3 minutes and then beating up a fucking referee.
Mm-hmm.
And Bubba's gonna do a dance or something, but Devon stops him, and that's when his voice breaks. And he goes, "This bullshit stops right now." And yeah, I kept fast forwarding because they were fucking around doing shit in there.
There's a lot of times I did that. I'm not gonna lie, where like they'll stay in one area and like punch each other, and especially when they go on the outside. And I'm just and I'm just like, okay, I gotta cut some time, but like I make sure like I see what's going on during it because I'm like, oh, they hit him with a fucking chair. Oh, a crowd is helping him because fucking crazy ass ECW fans.
At least that's like action. Like it's shit for us, and we've talked about this before, where it's like some of this stuff sucks for the viewer at home
Mm-hmm.
because it's just like you just see like a bunch of shit happening, and there's like a guys in a crowd off somewhere, you can barely see them fighting
Yeah,
or something. But like for the people there, that shit probably fucking rules.
yeah.
So, but it sucks for people at home. Um, but
It makes
I,
me one. It makes me wonder though, because like, remember we're rewinding and like I either through my notes, either this one or the one of the TV shows, they like it's a Shane Douglas match. I think it's this one where he's facing Axel Rotten, where they go into the crowd and they almost go like near the bathroom area. And I'm like, is this where WCW maybe got the idea of having like arena fights a little bit?
probably Joey Styles did make some kind of comment about like on one of the hardcore TVs about how WCW is ripping them off. So, maybe.
I might have called it. Yeah, maybe.
Um, the thing that kills me when they do this shit is like when they're just milling about in the ring for a while and there's like nothing going on. Like after something happens, like an angle happens or a promo or they got done with the match and it's just like they're just hanging out. And I'm like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
It's like they treat the ring like it's a rest time, you know? Like they'll come in and do a couple holds and maybe a couple punches and moves, and then they'll be like, all right, we got to go do work now. And they go in the crowd and they fight.
I understand what it is. It's Paul Heyman telling them like, go out there and milk the crowd. Just get the reaction. I guarantee you that's what it is.
He's a business guy. I mean, I get it.
But next match is Billy Black versus Hack Myers.
Hack Myers looked pissed in this match. Did you
He
notice
always
that?
looks pissed.
But he like looked like upset of how the match turned out.
That guy did fuck up a couple times, not egregiously, I think, but like I did notice there was like a few times where he messed up, or like maybe they didn't have good chemistry. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
It was interesting to hear his music, his actual entrance for a change, because in our news source, we can watch the ECW shows in their original format with no edited audio.
Yeah, we get like Metallica and then like November to Remember, fucking Guns N' Roses. Fucking
The November Rain song. It's like, that shit's awesome, honestly. I love that. Like I can see how that helped some of the appeal for the brand back then.
Mm-hmm.
Back when you could do shit on local TV and like use licensed music and not get in trouble somehow.
Dude, copyright laws suck dick, but I get why they do it.
This Billy guy jump starts the match. He attacks Hack before he can get his vest off.
Mm-hmm.
He's like choking him with it, and they have like kind of an okay but kind of sloppy brawl. I think Billy was supposed to hit a bulldog from the top rope, and like he missed somehow.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the things where you say maybe Hack got pissed after that, because it's like he was standing there for it, like he was ready.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I'm dazed, fuck," and he's supposed to jump off and grab him like how Razor Ramon would do.
Yeah.
He fucking overshot him and missed him completely. And then the crowd, of course, it's the ECW crowd. They let him know he fucked up.
Yep.
They continue for a bit. Hack gets a comeback in, and then he does a calf branding from the top rope, which is it's that move you see Terry Funk do sometimes where he like grabs a dude's head, puts his knee behind his head, and then fucking just jumps off the top rope.
Mm-hmm.
Just kills the guy. He beat him with that.
I gave this a 4.7 out of 10.
I gave it a 5.2.
You gave him the Hack Myers curve.
The Shaw curve.
The Shaw curve.
The Shaw.
Shaw.
Shit.
I wrote down in my notes as that there was this match sucks chant at one stage of the match, probably after the Bulldog, I think.
And heck, honestly, like we've seen him have some matches quite a bit. Usually they're just okay. He doesn't really have really good matches. They're just something to get the crowd pumped up. I think is like what its function is supposed to be.
He reminds me of Braun Strowman.
Like a smaller,
Yeah,
hot topic, kind of out of shape. Braun Strowman. Yeah,
yeah. Well, they treat him like a big fucking deal at times.
it's because the
Where
crowd made him the Shaw.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
but like he's had like okay matches before, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But this one wasn't that good.
They were still cheering him at the end. They brought his spirits up, I think.
Yeah, they were still cheering. They still liked it.
Mm.
Then we get the Eliminators versus El Puerto Riqueño. I always call him El Puerto Rico. And Joel Hartgood.
What was the point of this match? Like I obviously we didn't see any build, but it was like poorly like talked about in my opinion with Joey Styles. Uh, and they traded him almost like a squash. Oh, it
I
was a
think that's what it
squash.
was.
Yeah.
It's just we're gonna see the Eliminators kill these guys. That's all it was. And they're pushing them really hard. Like this is our top tag team. They're kicking everybody's ass.
Yeah, but their promo skills suck dick. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. So this was squash. After the match, Saturn calls out the gangsters.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, it's just gangsters, come out here. And they did. So they attacked the Eliminators from behind, and the gangsters are like beating the hell out of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the ECW locker room, and then like security people come out and break it up.
Yeah, and
And
the cop gets beat up, and then Joey Styles like says that thing. He's like, "You may have like not liked the law in like Atlanta or something, but
yeah,
you can't do that."
New Jack just hit a cop. Yeah, they're here. Let them fight and shit, but they're getting arrested, and the crowd's booing and stuff. And Joey Styles is like, I guess they're not going to be in the 3-way match tonight. Oh,
we'll see. I saw that coming too.
Raven with Blue Meanie and Stevie Richards and Kimona Wanalea versus Damien 666 for the ECW World Title. Sorry I said that weird. It's just because I was like, who the fuck is Damien 666?
Dude, he got so lost with the whole fucking Blue Meanie and Steve Richards doing the two dudes with attitudes fucking joking around. And then and Kimona Wanalea like got fucking beat up by Stevie Richards because she outstaged Raven and stuff. He got fucking mega heat. And then I was like, oh god, there's a match that was supposed to happen after all this.
Yeah, they did like an angle before the match.
ECW likes to do that type of shit, but like I also kind of get mad because it's just like, then why put a match? Like I get they're like doing all the kayfabe, like, oh, we're doing this angle, but I also have a match because that's my fucking job. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, but you're like fucking kind of shitted on Damien 666 a little bit. Like he was just like an afterthought, like a stepping stone.
I think it's part of Paul Heyman's formatting. He's trying to do stuff that's like not the normal. This is a wrestling show format,
and
he tries to like get as much in as he possibly can in any given like time slot. We'll call it, for something to happen. So he's just like he's doing that. It's like, oh shit, you didn't expect all this stuff to happen before the match, did you? Did you? No, because this wouldn't happen on the other wrestling shows like this. But sometimes it works. Sometimes it's just weird. It's just the way it is. And Stevie says that's what happens to people who upset Raven. Because what did she do? I forgot. She did something like I think Raven was being a dick to that guy, and then she's like, "Why are you being a dick?" or something, and then yeah, Stevie just fucking annihilated her with a super kick.
Yeah.
Um,
And then
they stopped her.
Joey Styles would be like, "That's a woman. What are you doing? Disgusting."
Disgusting.
I like when there's one thing I kind of like about Joey Styles is like he has conversations with himself. That's a woman? Yeah, it's a woman.
Then Stevie starts insulting Damien 666. He's like, "Do you even speak English? Do you even understand anything I'm saying? You probably don't." And then Damien just goes, "Fuck you." You just hear that. I was like, okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Stevie like looks, I don't know, perturbed, and he just leaves the ring after that.
Mm-hmm.
The match is okay. They kind of have a decent pace back and forth match. Damien's kind of got a weird style, though, I notice. It's like he's not really a luchador. He's not built like one either.
Mm-hmm.
But he does like some lucha stuff. And then he does other things, and I'm just like, I don't know what is. I don't know enough about this guy. Like, I just
Me
don't know.
either.
So I'm thinking he's probably from like the independent scene back there in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he did work in like Mexico for a little bit or something. I don't know. I'll have to try to research him later.
Maybe they got him at like a backyard wrestling event.
He kind of looks like that. Raven's toughness though enables him to like just weather all that shit, and then Damien makes a mistake because he takes too long to like find weapons. That seems to be his main mistake. Is he looks for weapons, and it takes too long.
I gotta admit, Raven's DDT is kind of cool.
He's always had a great DDT. It's not Jake Snake's DDT, but
it's not
Arn Anderson's. But
it's not Jake the Snake, but like he makes his body weight like bring him down. If that makes any sense, he does
the snap with like a flow. It's like weird,
mm-hmm.
You know. I'm talking. It's like when he snaps back, it's like he snaps his whole body back with it too, and it creates like this flowing effect.
Yeah.
That's always been his way of doing it.
And then he had that cool counter with the power bomb, which was cool.
Oh yeah, he countered that sick power bomb thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty, like, they don't do anything too crazy. It's just like they just do some wrestling moves sometimes, and then Damien fucks up, and Raven comes back on him, and then Raven affects him and beats him.
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a 6.1.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.9. I enjoyed it. I gave it the Raven curve, and I laughed at the fucking angle that they did in the beginning.
Yeah. Shane Douglas is here. He's in the ring.
Yeah, and you know, I always like talk about AEW like when they always talk about WWE, but holy fuck, dude, this is like another fucking level of bitterness with Shane Douglas.
And I kind of don't blame him, I guess, in a way, because after you learn about what happened to him there, it's like the Clique sabotaged his whole career, basically.
Yeah, that's why he hates fucking Scott Hall so much too.
God damn, that shit was funny though when he started like laying into them. He's done, Shane's thing since like we've been watching ECW is he does shoot promos and stuff. And like, remember when he was doing Dean Douglas and WWF? We're like, this sucks.
Yeah.
And like, we used to criticize him for doing like, I do a shoot promo. That's my thing. I'm Shane Douglas. And it's like, now that he went back to that, you're like, that's way better. Honestly, he's way better at that.
He does this weird thing where, like, because I don't know if he's a face or a heel because of what he does in there.
He's between.
He's a tweener, right? Because he does this whole, like, fuck WWE and fuck WWF and fuck WCW. I love
Dick Flair.
Yeah, I fucking love hardcore. Like, he's like, this is the best fucking fans. He's like putting over his fan base, which is really cool. I'm gonna be honest with you, because like people are like, fuck yeah, fuck those other corporate companies and shit. This is where the fucking real shit's here is ECW. Like it got me pumped up, I will admit, with Shane Douglas.
And
But he had
Yeah,
no opponent, and he was calling someone out.
but I want to just touch on some of his comments before that, like where he
Hmm.
was talking about Shawn Michaels. He's like, Shawn Michaels sucks, and he talks shit about ECW on America Online, and how he doesn't want to wrestle at ECW in front of a few thousand people. And he says he doesn't want to go to ECW because the fans will see through his shit gimmick.
He also called
Uh,
like Shawn Michaels like a almost like a tech dweeb, and I'm like, did you see the guy fucking type on the computer? He was
yeah,
doing that, like,
the pecs.
yeah,
Uh, he says Hulk Hogan's a piece of shit. Just out of nowhere, Hulk Hogan's a piece of shit. Dick Flair and Razor Ramon is a cocksucker.
yeah.
And he's like, I want to fight somebody and they're gonna get a whooping ass. He actually said whooping ass. He fucked up and said, got the words backwards.
He got into it.
He got into it. He got too into it. RVD was supposed to fight him, but he's hurt, I guess. And he's like, who's it gonna be? And then it's like Blue Meanie comes out. And he's doing Shawn Michaels shit. He's still in Shawn Michaels mode right now.
He's like, no offense, but you're a fat fuck. Because that's what he literally says.
He's like, I don't want to fight this. And then Axel Rotten comes out and he attacks Meanie with a barbed wire bat. And this shit made me laugh. When he hit Blue Meanie, he starts like screaming and he just runs away like a fucking goblin. He's like, like a gremlin, like bright light or some shit. He just runs away.
Mm-hmm.
And then Axel's like, you don't want to fight some fat, out of shape piece of shit representing ECW.
While he's a fat piece of shit, but okay.
He's in some kind of shape because he can wrestle at least.
Yeah.
He's like, and he's like talking to him, and Shane Douglas like keeps looking away, like he's like talking to the referee for a bit. He's like, "Hey, I'm talking to you," and he like slaps him out of nowhere. He's like, "Do I got your attention now?" He's like, "I want to fight you," and he just slaps him again. He's like, "Come on."
This is old school shit, dude. Like, this is what like got me pumped. I was like, holy fuck, Axel Rotten is gonna fucking kind of like push Shane Douglas around to get a match, and that's technically what happened.
Yeah, he did because he hit him in the head with a microphone too.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, fuck, I guess I'm gonna fight you, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's Shane Douglas versus Axel Rotten now, and they have a fairly fast-paced, competitive match.
Mm-hmm.
Axel's kind of on the advantage for a while because he like fucked Shane up like with that mic shot.
Mm-hmm.
He messes up Shane's back. He like runs him into the railing a few times, and he's like doing hard Irish whips into the turnbuckle.
I thought Shane Douglas had a bad back, by the way.
I think he did at some point. I don't know if he does or not now. Like maybe it's fine now.
Mm-hmm.
Shane comes back after some punch. He hits some good punches on him, and he works over Axel a little bit. And then he hits the belly. He gets a 3. I forgot that was his finisher. It'd been so long since I've seen Shane.
Yeah, but
The
they
franchiser.
they had a good back and forth, dude. And I know we talked about how Axel Rotten had a good match with RVD. But it almost feels like Shane Douglas is kind of bringing the Axel Rotten back into like something serious, if that makes any sense, like a competitor.
I think I see what you're saying a little bit. I also think it's like, okay, he had a good match with RVD. Maybe that's a fluke because everybody knows RVD can fucking work, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though RVD's weird and nobody works like him, he can work though.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, can you do it again? And apparently he can. He just like, if you just keep Axel Rotten from giving into his worst instincts, he can like do a pretty decent match maybe.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see. If like Axel Rotten has another good match, I might be like, oh shit, things are looking up for him, I guess.
We'll see. I don't really know how his career goes in ECW. I know he's there like pretty much the whole time. It's just I don't know what he ends up doing.
Yeah. What'd you give this match?
I gave it a 5.9. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I gave it a little bit higher. I gave it a 6.3. I might have gave
the Shane Douglas curve.
Yeah, the Shane curve.
We used to talk so much shit about him, and it's like he's kind of like
this is where he belongs. I gotta be honest. Like, he's not the main eventer in WCW or WWE, but he could.
He's
I mean, he is in the ECW.
he has a distinct place in ECW, and I'm tipping my hand a little bit, but he really impressed me on the hardcore TV.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, and then after the match, they do like a Shane gets the mic and he's like, "Cut my music," and he's like, "I was in WWF for 6 months and I never had a fight like that. You got my respect, brother." That's literally what he says.
Mm-hmm.
They shake hands, and he's like, "This guy, he's good."
I was waiting for a turn. I was waiting for him to like punch him because he did like that stupid fucking smile that he does while he's like extending his arm out for a handshake, and then like he just shakes his hand and they just leave, and I'm like, oh, okay. I That's why I was like confused. I'm like, is he a face or a heel? And then we see later on with the Two Cold Scorpio, uh, where I'm just like, okay, now I'm confused.
Shane Douglas does what's best for him.
Yes,
So,
correct.
Chris Jericho with Todd Gordon versus Taz with Bill Alfonso and a bunch of guys from a dojo in a shoot fight rules match. Which they never really explain what the shoot fight rules are, other than they have like a weird referee who's not a standard ECW referee. He's like a martial arts master or some shit.
Yeah, it's a shoot fight, but like your managers have to be handcuffed to a fucking barricade, and I'm just like, I get it, but
It was like
like
a stipulation they added or something.
it's like, but you're in a shoot fight where literally nothing matters.
And it's like, again, they didn't explain what the rules were, but it's like, I guess what they were doing was when you get knocked down, you start getting counted down until you get up. And I'm like, is this a last man standing match? They just call it a shoot fight? Like, what the fuck? Like, it's okay.
I think MMA or UFC started to like grow around this time, so maybe they were trying to like emulate that in some way.
Yeah, it was. Like, it was still pretty underground at this time. So, like,
Mm.
what Paul Heyman is tapping into that a little bit with Taz.
Yeah, and I can see
That's Taz's thing.
I can see Taz going to one of those events and be like, "Bro, we got to do something like this, bro," because he says "bro" a lot as well.
Well, he's from Red Hook. They do that, right?
Yeah, somewhat.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Initially, I was pretty excited for this match, but due to Alfonso and Gordon being handcuffed together on the floor, the production crew decided it would be a lot cooler to keep cutting back to them every time the guys in the ring get ready to do something.
Yeah, they would like about to do a drop kick, and then it would like cut to fucking Alfonso like complaining and stuff.
You would see like Chris jump in the air right before he hits the drop kick. The camera cuts.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you hear like slams. You hear somebody, Taz has Jericho, and then cut away, and then you hear like the ring explode and shit. And, like, you don't see it. You're like, what the god damn it? I wanted to see that.
And this is Lionheart Jericho, by the way.
Mm-hmm. This is early Chris Jericho.
Yep.
It's kind of an even fight, actually, which is like interesting. Up until the shenanigans start happening outside. Like, Taz is like, when you can see things, it's like Jericho's kind of out wrestling Taz at first. It's weird. And then they pump up that thing about Jericho. He's the last graduate of the Hart family dungeon and all that stuff. But there's this guy out there who's named Mako, and I can't believe they called him Mako because of like the actor Mako.
Yeah.
That's what I think of. He's like a guy that Taz trains with at his dojo, and he like kicks the referee outside, the ECW referee, kicks him in the fucking face or some shit, kills him. And he like takes the keys out of his pocket and he unlocks the handcuffs, which, by the way, I thought this was funny. Like, the way Todd Gordon and Bill Alfonso are handcuffed, it's like they linked 4 pairs of handcuffs together. What? They could just get like the leg shackles and put them on their arms. Like,
Todd Gordon probably like had one of the people go to like I don't know where you would get handcuffs in the 90s or whatever, maybe a police store, and they were probably like being like, "Hey, do you have like a long handcuffs that we could do it?" And they were like, "No, let's just get 4 of them."
That must have been what happened because I've heard Jim Cornette talk about that before. Like, where do you get handcuffs from? You do this shit. He's like, well, you're either friends with like the police, the local police, or you go to like one of those stores and you can get that stuff. So I guess that was the case. They just didn't know the right cops, and they went to a store and was like, no, we don't have any leg shackles.
Yeah.
Here. They free Bill though, and Bill grabs a chair while Jericho's checking on the guy who's the referee in the match because he apparently accidentally kicked him, but we were unable to see that. It was more important that we watched a bunch of non-wrestling stuff happen, I guess. Alfonso runs in the ring, blowing the whistle. And he hits Jericho in the back of the head with the chair. And I don't know why it made me laugh, though, because he's like, you just hear that whistle noise, and he's still doing it, and he just hits. It's stupid. I used to actually hate him, but like now I'm kind of like turning the corner on him.
No, he was funny in this. He's annoying in one of the TV things where all you hear is you hear the whistle just fucking constantly.
You said it before. He's getting heat.
Yeah, at least with like Jimmy Hart, like he'll do his little fucking bullhorn like siren thing a couple times, and then he like cools it down. Fucking Alfonso, he just goes ham. He don't give a shit, which is cool because that's what heels are supposed to do, get under your skin as a fan.
Deep psychology take. He's not just doing it to get heat from the fans. He's also doing it to fuck with the wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kayfabe. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
he's like throwing him off. Like they're saying, God damn it! I wish he quit blowing that whistle. And then that split second that you thought that enabled Taz to grab you and fucking dump you on your head or some shit.
Or, put in the WWF term, Taz mission or the red rum, whatever.
The red rum.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that happens. Taz is able to lock in the Kata Hajime, the Taz mission.
Mm-hmm.
And like the referee gets up and he like calls for the bell, and they're like, "Oh shit!" But then the fans are like trying to tell the referee, like, "No, he fucking hit him with the chair. It's bullshit." And he's like, "What? The chair? He hit him with the chair?" And then Todd Gordon is trying to like get Taz off of Chris Jericho. I don't know why the fuck he thinks he could do that. But Taz is like a ball of muscle, and he's Todd Gordon.
Taz don't give a fuck whether you're the president of the United States, Jesus Christ, or whatever. If you touch him, you're getting fucking wrecked.
But like, he's trying to do that, and then this guy who's I never got his name. They said Sensei one time. He attacks Gordon with the chair, and puts him in a Kata-Hajime too.
Mm-hmm.
Like both these losers are just laid out, choked out, and Bill Alfonso's just in there blowing a whistle.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end. I guess Jericho technically, or Taz won the match, and then Jericho also lost the moral victory.
Yeah. Well, we get a little bit more before he goes into WCW, right?
Who, Jericho?
Yeah. I think we get one more.
Bit. He's only there for like a little bit, like a couple months or something, then he's gone.
A lot of wrestlers during that time used it like as a bridge. Like the Steiner brothers went through ECW, which gets advertised in one of the thing.
Yes. But they were already like, made before that. So it's like they kind of were just passing through like Ron Simmons,
Jericho's
there's guys that do that. They're already made and they just go there to do some shit for a little bit until they transition into the next thing.
Yep.
In Jericho's case, though, yeah, like he's still kind of working his way up the ranks.
Mm-hmm.
I gave us a 4.2. I'm actually going to give it 4.
Yeah, I gave it a 4 out of a 4.1 out of 10 because I didn't see the match most of the time.
the stupid production direction killed the match. I don't. Sometimes they do that shit too, where it's like they have something interesting going on, but they don't focus on it at all. Almost like, why are you? That shit bothers me so much.
Yeah.
But next match, primetime Brian Lee and the Bruise Brothers versus the Pitbulls and Tommy Dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one of those matches I don't really like.
Yeah.
It's one of those, I call them garbage brawls. Garbage brawl or chaos brawl, because that's what this is.
Isn't Brian Lee and the Bruise or fucking Lee and Don Harris or the Harris, or don't they become like disciples of Apocalypse faction
Yes.
in WWF? Is that where
Well,
I remember?
I don't know if I don't think Brian Lee ever gets back to WWF. Like Crush reappears
Mm.
and he joins up with that group eventually. At first he's in the Nation of Domination, and then like he weirdly, and then he splits out of it and then does that faction.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I hate watching these matches.
Yeah.
Like I was saying before, it's probably cool as hell when you're actually there in the building and you see the wrestlers fighting in front of you. Oh my god, holy fucking shit! Like I get it.
This is the one match I kind of fast forward a little bit.
I started doing it too. I was like, no, I don't give a shit. No, when they get back in the ring, they work a little bit, and what ends up happening is the pit bulls get overwhelmed and thrown out of the ring, and the heels start doing the Passion of the Dreamer. They just start beating the fuck out of Tommy Dreamer and torturing him.
Mm.
And I don't know what it is with these guys, but they fucking love destroying Tommy Dreamer's nutsack. Like, I don't, God.
It still works, though. He gets to women, I guess.
It does work, but then it gets to a point where it's like they cave his. Oh yeah, but the way they finish is they cave Tommy's head in with two chairs at the same time. And they pin him. They do a concerto standing up.
So, I'm gonna make a comment. I didn't really watch a lot of Tommy Dreamer's work. The only thing Tommy Dreamer I know about is like he always wear those fucking breakaway pants and a fucking t-shirt all the time with a kendo stick. That's all I remember for Tommy Dreamer. Every time he was mentioned in WWE, but he's never seen as a serious threat at all.
Well, you mean like in ECW as well?
ECW, I know in the beginning he got treated like his shirt was off and he's all fucking jacked to the tits and everything. And like it seemed like that's where he should have been going to. And then remember when I made the comment, I was like, well, why is he wearing a shirt now? Is it because he's fat now? Like, did he gain weight? Because he went from being jacked to like semi-jacked, like with a beer belly. And they're always like, he'll beat someone up, but then he'll just get beat up next week. Like, they always do this whole, like, underdog bullshit with Tommy Dreamer, and I don't think that works well with him, in my opinion.
I guess it's like that's pretty much what they did with him the entire time, though. I'll say this, though. They book him better in ECW than they ever did WWE. They didn't take him seriously.
Oh, yeah. He was more like a joke in WWE. Because Vince probably, Vince probably saw him like a Kevin Owens back in the day. Like, look at his, like, chubby guy wearing a fucking breakaway pants and a t-shirt and stuff. Like, what's good about him? What he's from ECW and he gets bloodied and shit? Like, I can see Vince saying that.
He got more out of shape at that point. Like, he's in shape right now. Like, there was a period of time, remember, he got injured, I think. I don't remember what happened to him exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he came back, he was like in not as good shape, and he did have a little gut. I think it's gone now. But
that's how he gets the two women. He gets hardcore.
He's hardcore.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I gave us a 3.9. God.
Well, I gave it a 2.9. I just didn't give a shit. Yeah, it's a low match.
It started coming back for me a little bit when they actually worked in the ring for a little while. They just didn't do it long enough.
But that's where I came up with they treat it like it's a wrestling thing or like it's a go home thing. Like they'll have 90% of the match in the stands, and it'll be like, "Oh, we're having a wrestling match. We have to go fucking pin," and they like come back and do the pin.
You got to go back in the ring to finish the match.
Yeah,
They do this like really long afterbirth shit after the match, and they keep destroying Tommy's sack. Like seriously, they're like kneeing him in the nuts 10 times in a row,
mm-hmm.
and they beat the fuck out of him. And then Raven comes out and he helps, and then Francine ends up saving Beulah from being hurt because she tried to get in there and like stop it. And then Francine ate a big boot because I guess like every time she does something out there, they're like, "You're gonna take a bump." She's like, "Yeah, I'll take a bump. Do it. Do whatever you want to me. I'll do it."
I learned a fun fact about Kelly Kelly when the ECW people like Sandman were still around and stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, Kelly Kelly told Sandman to like give it all with the kendo stick to her face. And he's
Holy
like,
shit.
"Are you sure?" She's like, "Yeah, I want to do that." And that's when, if you ever saw the match where Sandman just takes a kendo stick and whacks her right in the fucking face.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that she wanted that. Like intentionally.
She wanted to get hit in the face with a piece of wood. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Like intentionally. It's not like, not misogynist or anything. Like she was asking for it, you know what I mean?
But no, I remember that moment. It's clear. As soon as you said that again, like I got the exact moment back in my memory.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember seeing it, and I was like, "Oh shit!" She full on took that shot, and I was like, "Damn!" It got that reaction from me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was good. What a good sport.
Yep.
But Francine's also a good sport because she'll like, you guys can dump me from the top rope. I don't give a shit. Apparently, she just does it. This is what kills the whole angle for me. Not that it was like amazing or anything. They beat the fuck out of Tommy. They destroy his nutsack. And Tommy just gets up and stopped hurting and then just started attacking everybody.
Yep.
He hulked up. And he was eating chair shots and all this other shit. Like he got DDT'd by Raven, and after all that, he got up and he fought all the heels off, and he DDT'd Raven twice. And then they super bombed Raven. But Tommy was like, "Take me! I have the sacrifice." And the pit bulls used Tommy Dreamer to super bomb him onto Raven through a table.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't they just super bomb Raven through a table?
Because they're hardcore, I guess. I don't know.
Isn't that like stupid? Like just
a lot of ECW is stupid.
that was that though.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Sabu versus fucking the Magic player wrestler Mikey Whipwreck.
You got Mikey Whipwreck, whatever the hell his name is. They start their match and they're just wrestling. I'm like, holy shit, it's wrestling.
Mm.
It's Sabu's match. Like, it's what's funny about this. Sabu, like, what's happening? It's like Sabu used to have like the most fucked up, like incomprehensible matches, and then it's like now he's like one of the best workers. Like, it's weird.
Well, they're kind of like pushing him a little bit. Like Paul Heyman's been doing like, "We got Sabu" and all that stuff that they keep repeating.
Yeah, it's the Madman Sabu. Yeah. It's like ever since he came back from that shitty WCW run that went nowhere, it's like they're pushing him different.
Mm-hmm.
And like whatever this is, I hope it keeps going and this is what they do with them from now on instead of like those matches he was having before. Because ever since Sabu came back, he's done nothing but have good matches.
Maybe that's all him. Maybe like he went to WCW and they're just like, "Are you gonna be like that ECW fucking wildfire type of wrestler where he just goes crazy and jumps off of shit?" And he's like, "Dude, I don't want to be that. I want to be something." And maybe he had to change a part of him. He does the same shit, but he does it with like sense. It's not just like I'm gonna go kill myself, you know?
He has a controlled chaos now kind of thing. It's like where he still has those crazy moments where he does something, but it's like that's not the whole match. It's like spots where he
Mm-hmm.
does it, and this shit works.
Yep.
They do this funny bit where it's like, you ever Sabu praises Allah or like whatever that is,
Yep.
and he points up the sky, and then Mikey goes Allah, and then Sabu looks up, and then Mikey like takes him down. It's like, that's kind of good. Okay.
Mm.
They go for a while, and they're both doing high spots, and they're brawling out on the floor. But it's like you can see what's happening when they're doing it,
Mm.
and they go into the crowd for a bit, and then one of the most infamous ECW clips comes from this match, I think, where he set Mikey up on that table out in behind the security rail where like the front row is, and then he does the dive from the ring and puts him through the table.
Mm.
Mikey rolled off. That's right. At the last minute here, and then Sabu puts himself through it. That's like one of the clips you always see.
Yeah.
And it's crazy spot though. I mean, like he did that fucking leap all the way from over there and had all that momentum.
Well, you have two crazy fucks in the ring.
Yeah, Mikey doesn't care about himself either, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Sabu hurt himself with this. Maybe. I don't know if it's for real or not. I can't tell with him ever anymore.
Yeah, because his spots he botches on purpose, which makes
Ever
sense
since
if
I-
you think.
Yeah, man. Ever since I learned about that, it's crazy how it changes how you think about him. It's like, holy shit. Was this guy like doing 4D chess psychology?
Might have.
Mike, they start fighting in the ring, and Mikey, after he crashes and burns, that gives Mikey a chance to come back. He does like a top rope bulldog, and not like a Razor Ramon one. It's like he had Sabu on the top rope with him.
It was kind of weak a little bit. It's not as bad as the Hack Myers one, but like it still looked limped. But it looked limp in a way that like something like if we were in like ever a street fight and we wanted to do a bulldog, I imagine that's what a bulldog would look if someone is resisting your bulldog. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think it just wasn't executed smoothly. It's like they must have mistimed it or something, and it just ended up the way it did.
Yeah.
Then Mikey sets up a chair in the ring, like in the sitting position, like you're going to sit in it, and then he gets Sabu back up on the top rope again, and he's like he's going to bulldog him on the chair that's set up in the ring. I'm like, that would just fucking kill him, wouldn't it? Like, he's trying to execute Sabu on TV. We never find out the answer to this though, because Sabu gets out of it and he hits Mikey in the head with the chair, and then he goes to the top rope and he sets the chair up, and he does a triple jump Frankensteiner from the top rope and he pins him. And I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
that was crazy.
This is one of the matches where I'm just like, holy fucking shit, this is ECW. Like
This is good shit.
Yeah, this is what I want to see. I want to see like them use objects in the ring, and maybe the occasional go out of the ring where like the only time you should be in the fucking crowd is when you like set up the guy near the barricade and you fucking clothesline him or drop kick him over the thing, and then you just go there. I don't like when they both go out to the crowd. It's just like it's very carny bullshit. But this is an ECW match. This is where I'm like, now I see why people like ECWs for something like this, or like Shane Douglas. You know?
Yeah. What'd you score it?
I gave it a 6.7.
I gave it a 7.3.
Oh, you went higher. Nice.
The Sabu curve.
Yeah.
After the match, Sabu helps Mikey up, and he's like, shake. And then he shakes his hand. I'm like, this is a new development.
Mm-hmm.
There's a wrinkle to Sabu now. He's like, if we have a match and it's fucking good, and I don't just kill you, you have my respect.
Yeah, it's like, you have emotions? Holy fuck.
And even Joey Styles is like, this is a new development. I've never seen Sabu do this.
But yeah, it shows respect, and then we move on to the main event. Here's what I like about ECW pay-per-views, though. It's bang, 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 bang. I get it's taped and everything, and so it's not like a WWF where like everything is not one shot, but everything has like a. Uh, it
It
feels
feels
like
like
it's
a whole production. Like,
yeah.
yeah. Whereas this is slapped together in post ECW Supercard. That's because that's what this is.
Yeah, it's just like we're going to matches, and I could appreciate that, but there's a time where like you have too much shitty matches in there where you're just like 2 hours of this. But I was still impressed with some of the stuff. But let's get into main event, the 3-way dance. That is a 2-way dance, but then something happens later.
And it becomes a two-way dance with another set of people.
Yeah.
It's Sandman, Too Cold Scorpio with Missy Hyatt versus the Headhunters
Oh my
with
god.
Damien Kane and Lady Alexandria.
I timed it. 10 minutes and 54 seconds for Sandman to get in the fucking ring.
The Sandman entrance timer.
Yeah.
I hate that shit so much too. Like I'm just like you. I fucking can't stand that.
I get the appeal because now he has Missy Hyatt, doesn't have a woman with her. In my opinion, woman is good looking, but not as good looking as Missy Hyatt. So I could see like Sandman like fucking pimping the shit out of be like, I got a fucking hot chick next to me and she wants to fuck me. And so I get that, but oh my god. Undertaker takes about like a really long time to get to a ring where he has a really long ramp to get to the ring. Fucking all he has to do is do a couple of steps and get in the ring. He literally stays on the apron for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, and like Undertaker has like theatrics and shit.
Yeah.
Like, and he like takes his time on purpose. Yeah, it's just Sandman's just like I mean, everybody always says, "Oh, it's because of the music or whatever the fuck," and he's vibing, and that's what you're supposed to get from it, I guess. And it's just it's too long.
Yeah.
He only needs to vibe for maybe half that time.
Just fucking come in on a skateboard. That'd be cool.
And then when the other guys came out, Lady Alexandra came out in that fucking outfit.
Mm.
Oh my god! I was like, "What the hell is she wearing?" She had like literally like she was wearing like a dress. It was like a dress. It was like sheer material, except for like she had this little strip of fabric that made like a Y, so it covered up all her bits.
Mm.
And there was this dude out in the crowd. He was leaning over the rails like. He was like, trying to get a look at her. And even Joey Styles was like, good thing this is on home video. She can get it. I'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
But, they fight, and we got a cat fight. So Joey Styles got to get a cat fight. He got to do that shit.
Yeah.
Because Alexandra got in the ring and was like trying to stop. Was it Sandman? I think it was Sandman. And then Missy Hyatt got in there and they started rolling around.
Mm-hmm.
They love that shit. The crowd was, they were going ape shit over that.
Well, they might see a titty, so that's why they were going nuts.
I guess so. One of the headhunters powerbombed Sandman and then put him on a table in the ring. And then that big son of a bitch went to the top rope to do a moonsault. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
He did the moonsault, but he didn't. He like didn't get his body couldn't rotate enough because he's so fat. Because it was like when you're a big guy, you do a moonsault, the rotation's a lot slower.
Yeah.
And where he's like a short guy, he can't leap as high either. So it's like that center of gravity principle and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like rotating really slowly. He can't get as high because he's not Vader and he's not Kurt Angle and any of those other people. He like landed on his head in Sandman's rib cage. So it was like a backflip diving headbutt. And the table didn't break. And Sandman fell off the table like, ooh, like he made this face. And then like that headhunter, like, I don't know how he didn't break his fucking neck, honestly. That was scary.
Mm.
That was crazy. Um, but the gangsters show up in handcuffs. Everybody's going ape shit, and I don't blame them because that shit's fucking cool. I don't give a shit. I knew that was going to happen. I'm like, yes, they're here. They broke out of police custody. Fuck yeah. And they start playing the music and everything. And they kill the headhunters. They literally kill them. They choke them out with handcuffs, and they're making like faces. They're like, they just leave the match. They're just gone after that. They got deleted. Then they're fighting. They're fighting with fucking Sandman and Too Cold. And then God damn, I saw. You see that elbow drop Sandman did off the top rope? Well, he tried to.
Yeah.
That's the shittiest top rope elbow drop I've ever seen in my life.
Well, he's a shitty wrestler. Like,
what the fuck was that? Like, hang on. I've never seen anybody do this before. It's like, I have a toxic trait too. Everybody has toxic traits. My toxic trait is I feel like I can do some wrestling moves in the ring if you just give me an opportunity. I guarantee you I could do a better elbow drop than him. It probably hurt. I know it probably hurts in real life. I'd probably do it once and I'd be like, I don't ever want to do that again. Oh my God. But he jumped off the top rope. But like, we'll say this is the ring, this space. And he went like this. He didn't even make it halfway. He made like 2/3, landed on his feet, went to a sprint and did an elbow drop on the ground. Fuck.
It kind of reminds me of like when Jeff Jarrett does his little knee drop from the top rope where he kind of like skips to where he needs to go and drops the knee.
Yeah, but that doesn't even look as shitty as that.
No, I'm not saying it's shitty. I'm just like, it just reminds me of like, like, oh man, I fucked up. I gotta recover it somehow.
Yeah, but that was god awful. It's like, I get it. Maybe he's like, I don't know if I can do this or not, and he tried it and he found out he can't or something. Like, goddamn, if you can't do it or you're scared to do it, just don't do it.
Yeah. Just stick to what you're good at, and just drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, hit a couple of punches, DDT, suplex, and then a kendo stick. Like, just keep it simple, stupid at this point.
Yeah. It's like I think Jim Cornette says. Execution of 10, difficulty of 5. Go for that. Scorpio tried to pin New Jack after he hit like the best moonsault I've ever seen in my whole life. Like, that was so good. That was cool. And then New Jack kicks out, and he flips everybody off with the arm he threw up. That shit was amazing. I marked out for that. He went, fuck you. And he just held the fucking arm up. They should put that in WWE 2K26 with New Jack. That's how he kicks out. Despite the fact that the gangsters got arrested and beaten up by the Eliminators because they come out and they beat them up for a little bit. I forgot about that. They put the Too Cold away with a couple of double team moves. And Mustafa caved Sandman's head in with a fucking chair. And they did like a doomsday device kind of thing, but like they did a back suplex with a clothesline. And then Mustafa hit a running power slam, and then New Jack came off top rope with like a splash, but he had like a chair. Yeah. Pinned him. I gave it a 5.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.1. Because
Gangsters.
everything in the match between the head shrinkers or the headhunters, I'm sorry, and Sandman and all that stuff, shitty wrestling. But but like the gangsters and stuff, when they came out, I was like, fuck yeah. Like,
let's go.
Yeah.
I'm marks for those guys. I don't know. That was it.
Yeah. I wasn't like, you know, obviously you listen to the scores and me complaining, but I was still entertained.
Yeah, like it's not this show. I don't think is as good as some of the other super cards they've done like the last few months. There was really only one actually good match in this, like legitimately.
Yeah.
The rest were like there was an okay match or that was okay, you know. I wish Paul Heyman would just figure out when to pull things back and like when to let things air out that need to.
I think we're getting there. I think you're kind of saying it a little bit with Sabu. They're making Sabu more serious. Shane Douglas is more of the tweener that they need. Um, you have the gangsters who's like fucking bringing the heat. So like the pieces are getting there. Uh, and maybe the production might get a little bit better later on, but you could definitely tell they're like trying to do everything, and it shows at times.
For sure.
What'd you get the whole
You know,
show?
I gave it a 5.4.
Yeah, mine's right there with you. It's a 5.3 out of 10. Uh, just to reiterate, what I liked was Shane Douglas versus Axel Rotten.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Devon doing his promo. That's another thing. Like the whole making Bubba and Devon like an item now, and it's not just like this whole fucking group of Dudleys. Even though they're still gonna do that in some way or fashion. Uh,
Eventually, it phases out.
yeah. Um, what else did I like?
Uh,
The Oh yeah,
um,
Sabu versus Mikey Whipwreck was a good match.
Match of the night.
Yep. Yeah. So
Um,
decent. We'll see what happens. But what about you? Oh, you already gave the score.
they gave a score, and I like the same things you do, pretty much. I
Mm-hmm.
like the Raven Damien match a little bit more than you, I guess, but like, it was one of those matches again where I thought that was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could have been a little longer. I don't know. I
Yeah.
always feel like Ravens matches are too short. It's like I don't know why that is either.
He could definitely wrestle. Um,
We both know he can.
yeah. It's just he has all this angle stuff, and he's trying to do the flock of Raven stuff. So it's gonna be a little janky at times.
I guess.
TV shows time. ECW Hardcore TV.
Yeah,
April 30th, 1996. We're back in Philadelphia now.
Philly.
Yeah, we're in the ECW arena, as they call it. uh, what do you call it? This is where Dreamer grabs the two women. And he said, "I'll take them both. I'm hardcore." And he does like this aggressive making out to the point where the women look uncomfortable, but have to play the part to get paid, I guess.
I love how that's how they open the show. Like everybody's in the ring. Tommy's in the ring with them. Raven's sitting there in the ring, and then that happens, and then Raven just like looks down. I'm like, we opened with Raven getting cucked.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's what happened. And then Shane Douglas is in the background going, just what the fuck? And like somehow, like we don't see that. Like apparently he instigated this whole thing, he orchestrated it somehow, but we don't know how.
Yeah, it's like anime shit. I don't know why.
Yeah. And this just rolls into Raven versus Shane Douglas for the ECW World Title.
Mhm.
Um,
This is where we find out Raven can wrestle. I mean, we know he could wrestle, but this is where he like has a fucking like full on wrestling match with another like competent wrestler.
I'm gonna say this is where we find out Shane Douglas can wrestle.
That too.
Because
Yep.
this whole time I've always said he's just kind of mediocre. Like I don't get it. Like he's just like I see him do some things sometimes I thought were decent,
Mhm.
but to me he's never pieced it together to have like what I would consider a good match. Like the closest he came to that I think was like that one match he had with Mick Foley,
Yeah.
Cactus.
Mhm.
Um, but this one was good. Um, and another thing is Raven is selling like how he's psychologically fucked up from being cucked because it's like he can't focus. It's like Shane, they're doing wrestling shit, and like Shane's out wrestling him, and Raven's just like, fuck. Like he's just sitting there for a minute, and he's like shaking his head, like I should have been able to counter that, but I got cucked.
I'm missing my Asian waifu.
I beat the fuck out of the other night.
Yeah.
Shane throws Raven over the top rope, and they go in the crowd, and then he dives from the top rope out onto Raven, which I didn't know Shane would fucking do that. Damn.
That's where I'm like, is his back okay now? Because like he like jumped and like landed on concrete on the outside.
It's good enough for that, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Did he have the Shawn Michaels back injury?
I don't know. Probably not.
I got injured and I had to go away for a while, even though I still got paid for it. Just, and they're brawling out there for a little bit, but not too long. They knew when to like get back in there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Shane got they go like they make a circle, in that arena where it's like they go to where there's like that lower stage area where you see the camera from like up above.
Yeah.
Like Shane gets thrown up there by Raven. They fight on there for a little bit. Raven bulldogs Shane onto a chair there, and that's a break spot. I'm like, that's a good break spot.
Mm-hmm.
Good job. And when we come back, we see like old ECW ads that they left in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that shit was cool because they're just using like popular music from the time back when that was like the last era, in my opinion, where popular music was like really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they're playing like the hip hop tracks from the day that were great, and like rock music that was just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And then they got that Hype Central guy with Lance Wright.
Yeah. It's like, obviously, when you watch our shows, we are a conservative outfit or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
so buy our shirt, ECFNW.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We come back, and that's like when the brawl ends. Perfect. It's like they got right back to the ring when we come back from break.
Mm-hmm.
Raven's busted open. Shay gets Raven in the ring, and he power drives him. Gets two. And they keep fighting in there for a while. And then it looks like Shane's about to win, but then like a Bruise brother comes out from underneath the ring, just one. And he's going to interfere, but then Tommy Dreamer appears and he stops it. And then like they brawl away from the ring, and Shane hits a belly to belly, and he pins Raven, and you're like, he hit him, it's just going to be it. But the referee's like fucking around with them over there,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "Hey, I got him! Like, come on!" Like he's got him pinned for a while.
Yeah.
And he gets pissed off, and I don't blame him. He goes over there and he starts yelling at Tommy. And then Tommy gets in the ring. He's like, "What the fuck? I was going to win." He's like, "I'm saving your ass. Like, you were going to get attacked." And then he's like, "You're right. I'm sorry." And then they hug, and then Shane belly Tommy Dreamer. Which is part of that shit you were talking about. It was like, I guess Shane Douglas said, "Fuck you," because you fucked my match up.
Mm-hmm.
He goes back to fight Raven some more, but then Tommy attacks Shane from behind, and they end up fighting. And then a bunch of security guys comes out, and they take Tommy away from the ring. That's a break spot.
Yep.
Come back. Shane hits a DDT. He tries to do a superplex, but Raven blocks it. He does an axe handle on Shane. He takes him back on the top turnbuckle to do something, but Shane stops it. He just throws him off, and then he does a splash, I think, and got two. And they're doing some pinning exchanges, like bridges and backslides and shit. And then Shane gets the better of him. He puts a figure four on him, which got a woo, which was funny. And then Blue Meanie appears, and he tries to do a meanie salt, which is just Blue Meanie doing a moonsault. And Shane sees it. He's like, "Oh shit!" He bails out, and then he just fucking hits the mat. And he just whiffed. And then he puts the figure four back on Raven. He takes off Raven's orthopedic boot. Well, I forgot that he wore a special boot right now because of his ankle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's kayfabe or not. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Stevie Richards shows up after that, and he super kicks Shane, and then Stevie dives out. That was amazing interference. He went in there and went, bam, and just dove out of the ring like he was doing a fucking dive spot to get out of the ring. And Raven pinned him off of that. And it was like, that was pretty sweet interference, I gotta say. That was good.
They did the interference right in this. Like, they do it a lot in today modern wrestling, but this one was like good. Where I'm just like, oh, everything makes sense in some way. And even though like Tommy Dreamer like beat the shit out of Shane because Shane was like "fuck you" and did the belly to belly, like even that felt right. It just everything was good about this match, and god damn it, Shane Douglas can wrestle, and I didn't know he could do it.
I didn't know either for the
Yeah.
longest time. It was like, oh, I get it. I finally see it. He actually can.
Do you think he was politicked in a way to not do what he does in ECW?
Now, so in WCW, I think something happened between him and Ric Flair one time back when Ric Flair was the booker. And I don't know what it was. I want to say, I think Shane tried to go over Flair's head one time or something.
Oh,
And it rubbed him the wrong way. And they got into some kind of argument. And I think Flair thought Shane was thinking too highly of himself. He was like, I sold tickets, you sold nothing. Woo! Like, it just tells you, fucking get out of here, kid.
I'll beat your ass in Rochester.
Yeah. Rick just started naming cities. I gotta name cities back, baby. but, and then in WWF, we know what happened. He just got politicked out by the Clique. They just didn't fucking like him, and they just made him miserable there.
Mm.
So, yeah, I guess Shane fucked himself in WCW, and then he got fucked in WWF.
Mm. So he has a chip on his shoulder.
Clearly.
Mm.
when he does his promos, you can tell how pissed off he gets when he talks about some of these people.
Well, we know it's real because when Scott Hall leaves WCW or leaves WWE at the time and goes to ECW, like he wanted to fucking kill him. Yeah, but we'll get to that later.
To fight him and shit. Yeah, but this was a good match. I gave it a 7.7.
Wow. Okay, I gave it a 7.5. We're close, but I didn't know you were going to go that high.
We're just 0.2 points of difference. That's not that big a gap. But like I was very surprised by this match.
Mm-hmm.
It was built like an old style match, really, if you think about it. But with like an ECW twist, it was like there was this baby face fighting the heel, and there was a bunch of damn interference, and he kept overcoming all the interference. But at the end of the match, it was just too much interference, and he couldn't win.
Mm.
It was one of those things.
Yeah. Then we get that Gangsters fucking Dark Roads of Philly doing that promo. I was like, that's fucking cool as shit.
Dude, that promo is great. And what the garnish on it is Mustafa, though. Because like obviously New Jack's the talker, and he's doing the promo.
And he just laughs.
And the thing is, Mustafa is the bigger one out of the two of them, and he's wearing that bandana, and he's got like his eyes are like fucking huge, and they're bugging out of his head. And he just like, it's like he's giggling and shit. It's like dark.
Yeah.
You don't know where the fuck they're at in Philly, and it's just kind of scary, honestly.
I just like.
Oh god.
I like where he's just like, when you get off the highway and you're in the hood, like when he gets into that shit, I was like, oh, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, they started talking about how they're going to make that turn off and get down in the hood. We're going to snatch you out your car. Yeah. We're going to beat your fucking ass. I believe it.
Mm.
I wish Mustafa didn't cut his hair, though. You know how he's got his hair short now?
Yeah, he kind of looks like Dave Chappelle.
He's got a big, jacked up James Chappelle.
Yep.
He used to have those, it wasn't dreadlocks, but he had like his hair twisted into like these little knots or something.
Yeah, he kind of looked like LL Cool J.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It made him look crazier. I think he should have kept that.
Yeah, I agree.
Good promo. That was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Saturn and Cronus do a promo now. And there's not really anything to write home about, unfortunately.
Dude, the acting is terrible. I think
Cronus,
out of the two, Cronus sucks.
Yeah.
Saturn is like okay. He still looks flat when he talks, but like
he's flat as hell when he's talking. Yeah.
Yeah, the other guy, I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. Like, I felt bad that they were kind of like feuding with the Gangsters because I'm just like, I get it, they're good workers, but I sense no feud with the promos. at all. Because when you go into a fight, the promos is what you look forward to because, like, oh shit's about to go down. While you have the gangsters who are clearly like, I'm gonna fucking steal your car and beat the shit out of you, and these guys are like, huh? You're gonna beat us? Well, guess what? We're gonna beat you too. Like that's how it feels. Like, no,
You're right. That's basically how that went. Really.
yeah,
They need a manager.
I agree.
Because
And,
neither of them can fucking talk. And Cronus is terrible. I didn't realize he's like doing a diet Hugh Morris thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does this thing where he's like giggling and shit all the time. But it's like when fucking Bill DeMott does it, it's like creepy.
Mm-hmm.
When he does it, it's stupid. It's just stupid. And Saturn's just flat. I don't know.
Saturn's always been flat. That's why he had a feud with Al Snow and his fucking dog.
I thought that was Boss Man.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Al Snow and his fucking mop head, whatever.
He had a moppy. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Saturn says gangsters anytime, anywhere, motherfuckers. I'm like, okay, man.
Yeah. Okay.
They need a manager. They need some woman manager or something. That would be the ECW flavor, I guess.
Mm.
Where's their hot girl? Like the Pitbulls have Francine. They need a hot girl who takes bumps too.
I don't know. Maybe get Baloo, the one that Tommy Dreamer like is fucking. I guess
she's busy though. You got to get somebody else. Get Luna Vachon. What's she doing?
Oh my god, that would actually fucking probably work.
Oh, the Luna Vachon promos. Let's go. Joey Styles says something about Brian Pillman's car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, we extend well wishes. And if Brian wants to come back to ECW, he can wherever he wants. And well, he didn't. So he took that opportunity to not.
Man, with the WWF.
Then we get Axel Rotten versus Lil Guido. And this is further proof, I think, that Axel Rotten can wrestle when he chooses to.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just a regular match. They don't really do any crazy shit here.
Yeah.
Guido's out wrestling Axel at first. He's fucking kind of ripped, honestly, if you look at him. Like Guido?
Who? Oh, Guido, okay.
Yeah, not Rotten, no. He's
yeah.
He's like, I was looking at him, I was like, damn, he's like really cut here. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like out there, JT's out there sitting in a fold-up chair, combing his hair. And it's funny because he just has the short hair.
Yep.
Guido's doing some holds, and then like JT chokes Axel on the ropes when he's trying to like get his bearings. He's like trying to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Axel starts coming back. He starts throwing punches and he hits a good clothesline. And then Guido tries to do a backdrop, but Axel just grabs him and he fucking hits a dominator on Guido, kills him for 3. Look, I didn't expect him to do like Ron Simmons move. Damn. I gave it a 5.6.
Yeah, I gave it a 5.3. It was okay.
Guido curve.
Guido curve, and JT Smith starts to singing Dean Martin again or whatever, Frank Sinatra, "Fly Me to the Moon."
I thought you were Italian. You don't know fucking Blue Eyes?
I know.
Fucking bullshit.
I'm half Irish.
Ah, that's fair, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Fucks it up. Taz with Bill Alfonso versus Dangerous Devin Storm.
This is where the whistle gets annoying.
He was doing it a lot here.
Yeah.
Before the match, Bill Alfonso talked shit about the Philly Flyers.
Yeah.
I couldn't understand completely what he was saying. Partly because of the bad audio, but also just because I didn't understand the references.
I didn't really get the references at all, and I'm a hockey fan, so this must have been like a deep cut of the Philadelphia Flyers that I don't know about.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd have something.
Yeah. And plus the bad audio didn't help it, and he screams, and you know, his teeth are like in the video scope.
He's like blowing the mic out and everything.
Yeah.
We've seen Devin Storm before. Like, I think he wrestled in ECW before once, and then like we saw him in WCW one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's making his rounds.
He needs new gear.
Yes.
His gear looks kind of like not good.
Kind of looks like the new Rockers.
Ugh.
Yeah.
The low budget version though.
Mm-hmm.
Taz is out wrestling Devin. He has T-Bone, and he does some other stuff, and then he does like this. Devin starts doing shit, and he starts doing Sabu kind of moves, actually,
Mm-hmm.
which they make a point to bring that up later. But he starts like throwing Taz for a loop because of that. And then Devin actually has the advantage for a little while. But he missed a moonsault with a chair, which you could argue is another Sabu move. And then Taz gets pissed off and he starts like setting a table up out on the floor. And he gets back in and he grabs Devin and he's like going to belly to belly him over the rope out in the fucking table, but he completely missed the table. And Devin hit the ground and I was like, oh, shit. Because it was like there was this gap between the ring and the table. And he fell in the gap. God. I hope he didn't like bust his head, but goddamn, I can't imagine not.
He probably did.
He can't get up, and the match is just thrown out. The referee's like, he's fucking knocked out. So I don't even know if that was his first shoot or not. Like maybe he literally could not get up.
Maybe.
I don't know if I should score this or not. Like
I didn't score it because it was just like they had a few minutes of a match and then it just fell apart, but like it just went where it went, and I was like, oh, they're kind of just showing that Taz is like a fucking crazy dude.
He's this crazy asshole.
Mm-hmm.
After the match, Taz grabs Mike and he tells everybody, shut the fuck up. He calls Devin Storm boy. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't read my typing there for a second. He's like, you should try doing some shit that you ain't or whatever. And then he's like, he gives him credit though because he at least showed up, because I guess the storyline is Taz is having trouble finding opponents because he just fucked people up so much.
Well, you throw them on their head, they don't want to fucking work with you.
Yeah. And then Taz does the Sabu thing. So they're trying, I guess that's going to be the match they're building up.
Yeah. It's funny, like the Taz that we see here and the Taz that we got in WWF when he came over. It's just like two different Tazes.
What's funny is at first, when Taz was right in the beginning, when Taz was there, they were pushing him serious. Not like that, because obviously he can't be like that on WWF TV.
Yeah, you can't curse and kill people.
He can kill people. Just not all the cursing. And I don't know what happened, but it was just like, I think Vince just wasn't convinced of him. And he was just like, he's too little, pal. I don't believe it.
He looks like a cruiserweight.
Yeah, he's a little guy. There's a break, and then we come back for a break, and Bill Alfonso's yelling at the camera, going, "Desert Storm! Thunderstorm! You weren't even a cool breeze for Taz!" And I was like, that was okay, that was kind of funny. And this turns into like the ECW promo medley they always close the show with.
Yeah.
Nothing, that was the only good part of it, I thought.
They Stevie Richards and Blue Meanie did their little fucking Shawn Michaels and Diesel thing again.
That was funny too, I guess.
Yeah. And then Gangsters kind of show up a little bit. Nothing too memorable like the other promo. And
they got beat up.
Yeah, the Eliminators got sprayed X on them because remember their belts had X on it, and they're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck?" And then,
well, yeah, we missed that. We didn't talk about how they came back. They were doing this thing where it was like, Saturn was like, "What the fuck happened to the belt?" He's like, "I was in the shower," and there's like big white X's on the belts.
Mm-hmm.
So See, they stole that. NWO stole that.
Yep. Well, Hulk Hogan hates black people, so I get it. No, I'm kidding.
Good, solid episode. Shane Douglas obviously was the MVP, I guess.
Yeah, he stole the show, and then there was a couple of good angle stuff. And Axel Rotten, we found out he could still wrestle. So I gave this a 6.4 out of 10 for the show.
That's exactly what I gave it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. The next episode, we're in May 7th, 1996. We're still in Philadelphia, the ECW arena. I'm trying to see what my notes here. And then we open the show with the Dudleys and the Pitbulls in the ring. But stutters. And then Devon gets pissed off.
He calls Francine something. It gets censored.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he said bitch or something. Or
cunt,
whore,
maybe.
Yeah, the C word. Because she makes a face. She's like, what? Like, she actually got offended. And then Devon gets in the ring and he steals the mic and he calls the Pitbulls morons. And he's like, there's two things. Number one, I ain't fucking scared of either of you. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Devon. And he goes, and there's three things. I'm like, what? You said there's two things. And then is the second thing the three things he's about to say? It's like the promo didn't fully coalesce in his head or something. And the second thing anyway, he does the Dudley commandments. That's what I call that from now on.
Yeah.
And then they jumpstart the match. Pitbulls with Francine versus Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley with other Dudleys.
Mm-hmm.
It was a garbage brawl.
Yep. They did a little interruption thing, though. But that's when they had to via satellite of Long Island, New York, with Joey Styles in the back of a fucking warehouse or whatever.
That warehouse that you might know.
Yeah, it might be Brookhaven Lab.
That was like honestly, that was the most interesting part of this. It was just the cut in.
Mm-hmm.
Where he's like, we're doing this via post production. We were here to film a training video with the Pitbulls and Tommy Dreamer, but the Eliminators showed up and they attacked the Pitbulls and Tommy Dreamer, and the Pitbulls are fucked up. And he's like, Pitbull number one's arm had an injury, and then it might have got re-injured, and Pitbull number two is just bleeding. He's a bloody mess. And that's basically what he was saying. He's like, we'll come back with another cut in later when I get more information. I think you heard Paul Heyman actually too in the background. He's like, okay, go, you're live.
It makes me wonder, like, maybe they like got a real ambulance, like they call the EMS and be like, hey, can we do like an angle? And they're like, okay, we'll do it, but we have to do it behind his warehouse so we don't get in trouble. Because I'm like, why are they there? There's no train. Like, if you're gonna say they're training, at least show a building that says training facility. I don't even care if you put a piece of paper with fucking like a Sharpie that says training room or training building. You
know how, especially in the 90s, people would do things where they find some shitty looking warehouse somewhere,
mm-hmm.
and they film like a music video there.
Yeah.
And it's like, I call it the Spark Factory. There's sparks flying,
mm-hmm.
and there's like chains dangling.
Yeah.
And it looks shitty. I think that's what they were going for. In kayfabe, that's what they were going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's nothing else to say about the match. Like, they brawl, then they get back in the ring, and then it looks like Pitbulls are going to win because they super bomb Bubba. And then they just kind of stand around after they super bomb Bubba for some reason. And then Devon recovers. He's in the ring too, but he's fucked up. He gets up and he grabs a chair. And they just stand there and watch him, and then they let Devon hit them. What was that?
I don't know.
You couldn't, like, run at him or something. You just like the, especially Pitbull too. He just stood there and was like waiting for Devon to come up to him.
Maybe he got the Lord to like lock their joints into place so that he can stand up and do that.
He has something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the match just because Devon hits the referee, the match just stops. I guess.
Yeah. So we found continuity. If you murder a referee, they will stop the match.
Yeah, it's like, all right, the referee's dead. This match is toast. You got disqualified. 3.8.
I gave it a 3.9, so we're close. Not a good start. We had a good TV. Now we're back to the as the kids would say, slop.
Back to the hardcore slop. They got to get it out of their system. You know, they're always going to do it. So you got to expect it. They further the angle from earlier before, you know, the cut-in angle. Then they start showing us RVD versus Sabu stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tommy Dreamer is in the back of it. Or this is before they do the RVD Sabu. Tommy Dreamer's in the back of an ambulance.
He's doing a DX job for some reason. He goes...
That's Tommy does that. He does this. This is his thing. I don't know what that is. Because at least DX, it was like, I make an X. You get it.
He was Wakanda forever.
I guess. Joey's running up to him with the camera. He's like, hey, Tommy, what's going on? And Tommy's like shoving the EMTs away and shit. And he's yelling about it. It's like, you think me at the pits, you're going to take this? And then they get him to sit down. They shut the doors and drive off like he's like going to the loony bin or something. And then Joey Styles suggests that maybe the Gangsters will take the Pitbull's place in the match. It's like, ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
That'd be interesting. Then we go to RVD versus Sabu.
Yep, main event time.
So RVD's not fully the RVD we know yet still.
Yeah, he's wearing a gi.
Well, yeah, he came out with that, and then his ring gear is still not quite where it should be.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting there. Now he's getting the airbrushed singlets, but they're not as cool as they become later. Sabu goes for RVD's leg like 3 times. And then eventually RVD's like, no, fuck you. He kicks him off. And then he does a spin kick. The Sabu ducks. So RVD kicks him in the gut. And then he jumps in the fucking air and does an axe kick to him. That looks sick as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, I think RVD's like on top of Sabu for a bit. But then Sabu comes back. He hits like the draping leg drop shit on RVD. Like, where he puts the guy in the rope. He's leaning. He goes to the top rope. He leg drops him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gets him in a hold for a bit. They're fighting. And I think Sabu put RVD on the top turnbuckle, and he goes to the top rope with him, and he drop kicks RVD off the top turnbuckle from that height. And RVD takes like this nasty spill out on the floor. It looked great. They're fighting outside for a bit. They go to a break, come back. Match slows down a little while. And I think Sabu does the triple dive out to the crowd on RVD. He hits it this time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Then he tries to put RVD through a table bridge he makes, like between the railing and the ring. But RVD gets off the table, and Sabu just jumps off and like fucks himself up, like when he landed or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then RVD starts getting back into the match. He starts kicking him, and he's putting Sabu in submissions. He hits a power bomb. Sabu's trying to get back into the match, and RVD hits like a somersault senton out on the floor. It's like he faked everybody out, too. He purposefully set up a chair like he was going to do a Sabu thing.
Mm-hmm.
He said, no, watch this shit. He just jumps over everything and clears the rope in like one leap.
That's so smart because if you study his shit, he's like, I got something up my sleeve. I'm doing something different. so that you don't expect it.
It's like he's one up in Sabu, I think.
Mm.
Um, that was cool. And then Sabu put RVD through like 2 tables outside in a row, I think. He like set up, it was like a video game spot almost.
Yeah.
He like put RVD on a table, went to the top rope, or he went back in the ring, flipped off, put him through a table. And he had another table and put him on there and did it again. He's like, "Fuck you! You can't fucking outshine me, I guess." And then I think they got back in the ring for a bit. RVD hits like a really nice German suplex with bridge.
Mm.
That was almost like the Owen bridge.
Yeah.
RVD hits his 6 slingshot leg drop of his own on Sabu. Sabu's like hanging out in the apron, like he's gonna fall on the floor. And RVD jumps over the top rope and hits him with that. It was fucking nasty.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is getting into the finish here. Oh yeah, there's a spot where like RVD's setting up a chair, like he's like, okay, this is in the sitting position. He's like bent over, and like Sabu jumps on top of RVD's back and just drives his fucking head into the chair. I was like, holy shit, that looked great. It looked like it killed him. And then Sabu gets RVD on the top rope and he's draping him like he's going to do the Randy Orton DDT, but it's from the top rope.
Yeah.
And it's literally what he does. But see, because it's RVD, you know he always oversells. I don't even think it's an oversell. It's just the way RVD sells a DDT. It's like you literally dropped him right on top of his head and he flipped over.
Mm.
And the crowd goes, oh! Like when that happens. Like everybody in the arena does that. And then like I love this shot. It's like you can see the crowd behind them there, and you see this woman in the front row, and she's like, oh, and she like turns away from the ring. It's like it's just freaked her out that just happened.
Mm.
Then there's like let's see. I think Sabu's trying to pin him a couple times and it doesn't work, and then Sabu's like, fuck it. Grabs a chair, he does the triple jump moonsault, and he pins him off of that. Great.
Yeah. Another good hardcore match.
I gave this a 7.6.
I didn't go that high. I gave it a 7.1.
It's RVD and Sabu.
Yeah. So
I saw RVD do a bunch of things I've never seen him do before in this match. That's another thing.
Yeah, he doesn't get into his groove when he usually does, later down the road. Which even when he
go
even when he does like the same moves that we know what he does today, he still changes it up. I'm not saying he does the same like moves like a 5 move of doom or whatever, but you can tell he gets his stride later on. He's just trying shit out right now.
I think some of it's too is just his age. Like right now, it's like he's not as banged up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's trying to do everything he can right now. Like he's probably really trying to do is like, I wonder if I like what you're saying a little bit is like, I wonder if I can do this, and he just does it.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's cool though, because it's like I'm literally seeing things I've never seen before.
But what a fucking night and day match. We had that shitty fucking first match, and then we had this amazing second match.
Yeah.
The super cards is like a risk to take because like you could have total shit in all the matches, but we had a couple of good here and there matches. But I love these hardcore TV because it seems like they put more thought into the booking a little bit more.
They edit it down more because it's like I found out how they do this. I think I explained it before. Is like really what the ECW shows actually are is it's just the super cards, and what they do is they release it on home video after the fact later, which we saw commercials for. And they block out through TV to be parts of the super cards that you didn't see.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you didn't get the home video or you weren't there, this is what the show is.
I actually like this format better. Like if more wrestling shows did that, I'd probably appreciate it more because it appreciates our time. You know?
Plus, it's the old 1 hour show rule. The
Yeah.
show's only an hour,
Hmm.
so it's nice and it's lean. There's not like a bunch of fat, and yeah. Sometimes they have a shitty match, and there's okay, this is just a really good match here though. Or
Yep.
sometimes it's just this whole show is just one really good match. Buckle up.
Hmm.
I think after the match, Sabu wanted to shake RVD's hand, and RVD was like going to shake his hand. He's like, "No, fuck you." And he just walks past him. He got pissed off because he got beat.
Hmm. Hell yeah. Would you?
Then there's one more thing.
Mm,
They're going to close the show. They start doing the promo montage. Then it gets cut out by Joey Styles again,
mm.
and he goes, I have to interrupt the Pulp Fiction montage." I'm like, is that what they call that? Because of the music.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was like, oh, okay, so that's what they call it that, so I guess that's what I'll call it now. And he's like, I got the whole story for Tommy Dreamer, and then Saturn and Cronus come around the corner of that fucking warehouse or wherever they're at. And they got like blood on their hands. And they're like they scare Joey Styles, and then Saturn says the pit bulls. He's like, it was just business. And he's like, you were innocent bystanders. And then Cronus is like giggling and shit. He's like, here, there's no innocent bystanders in war, though.
Actually, there is.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And
Hiroshima and Nagasaki. I mean,
yeah, not to mention all the other fucking atrocities, I guess.
mm-hmm.
But Saturn tells Tommy, you need to worry about Brian Lee. I'm like, okay. What?
Okay.
What does that mean?
What a curveball.
Why? That's it. That closes the show, I guess.
What'd you give the show?
I gave it a 5.8.
Yeah, mine's a 5.6 because that first match like hurt it, and then the other one brought it back up. So I wasn't completely like mad about this show because we had a good main event, and there's some hope. There's some hope. I will say, even though I kind of like shit on the production and on how they like do matches here in ECW, there is some like light at the end of the tunnel from some of these wrestlers that we know that could wrestle and are starting to show their chops within ECW.
Yeah, I still feel pretty positive about watching ECW now. Like before, like the first couple of years we tried was pretty rough.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're kind of hitting their stride now. And it is kind of a crapshoot sometimes, especially on those super cards, like you were saying. Like sometimes you just like I roll a dice, throw a dart at a board, and see what the match is going to be like. But you're guaranteed to at least get one really good match.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like so far.
By the way, I found the Shane Douglas YouTube channel. I'm subscribing because I want to hear his shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, we still got more ECW to revisit that we skipped initially.
So the next one, we're going to do ECW, A Matter of Respect, with the two TVs again.
It's either that, like, we have a couple things we could do. We could do that. We could try to do a super card of our own and try to do all that in the hardcore heaven. Or we just do those three, do hardcore heaven, and watch the Nitro and Raw that come after it. It's up to you.
Let's do a triple. Let's get June out of the way so that we can catch up with July. So we'll do ECW.
So we're going to do an ECW super card.
Yeah, we're going to do the Matter of Respect. Fuck it. We're going to do 4 because these hardcore TVs are kind of short. So I'm kind of good with doing 2 super cards.
Let's go.
Yeah.
ECW super card.
Yep. we'll do that, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it. That will be caught up. There will be no more EC rewind. We'll do everything back on track. Yep.
Yep. Caught up.
I just want to see how this works real quick because I've been staring at this whole. It's raining. Oh
It's
man.
raining.
Yeah. Anyway.
I'll tell you, November rain.
If you want to catch more of getting some color on our YouTube channel and Big Trouble Media, make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you comment. Tell me how you guys liked ECW or hated it, and who do you think is the better wrestler right now in ECW? I want to hear it in the comments down below. We are in the last month of recording in Big Trouble Little Podcast. We're doing the post-apocalyptic month. I think we're doing Blood of Heroes, I think is the first movie or whatever. Right?
Uh-huh.
That sounds about right. And Lost in Nightmares. We have things to talk about. So maybe we'll talk after the after the recording here about maybe talking about the Code Veronica trailer that just came out.
We can mention it.
Yeah, and then because we never got around to talking about the Resident Evil trailer, the movie as well. So keep an eye on Lost Nightmares. We still have some other stuff that is non-Resident Evil related to do in there. Yep. But yeah, until next time, everybody, remember to get some color. Peace.
Try it.